I represent for the Jaguar. No, I'm a fighter, yeah, I stand tall. I carry this weight on my shoulders, never a folder. I'm always gon' ball. Instead of it's time for the red, and I'm about to clock in, go and then never count me, yo. I'ma always make it like a legislator. This is dedication, that's why mama made me, yo. I rise from the pavement, but that's just since I was a baby. Walking in greatness, no patience. I say life by the neck and I break it like generation, no curses, yeah. I live in my purpose, got my eye on the prize, observing. Try to stop, I'ma leave me close curtains, yeah. Who I do it for? I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yo, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, nation, the nation, yeah. Who I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yo, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, yeah.
Welcome everybody for the Jaguars volleyball match, but first we'll be listening to the national anthem.
And now the starting lineups first for the Fighting Bees. St Ambrose University from Davenport, Iowa. Sophomore from Hawaii, outside hitter, number 2, Kanelu Kawanui. From Chicago, number 3, Charlie Flynn. Junior from Chicago, number 5, Michael Boss. From Brazil, number 10, Pedro Zhang. Senior from O'Fallon, Missouri, number 12, Anthony Anderson. At libero from Belleville, Illinois, a junior, number 13, Ethan Carbon. And round out the lineup, a sophomore from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 19, Cam Dixon. The head coach in his 7th season is Ray Green, assisted by Amy Mitten, Nick Fox, Jen Green, and Dean Newberry. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Governor State University Jaguars. At libero from Frankfort, Illinois, a junior, number 2, Jared Baez. From Maracaibo, Venezuela, outside hitter, a junior, number 7, Daniel Lopez. From Brazil, outstanding setter, number 8, Lucas Lapa. Freshman of the year from Madrid, Spain, outside hitter, number 9, Pablo Pascual. Super sophomore middle blocker from Brazil, number 12, Thiago Neves. From Burbank, Illinois, a junior, number 13, Ian Schultz. From Venezuela, number 15, Diego Antunes. And round out the lineup from Midlothian, Illinois, outside hitter, number 18, Charlie Davidson. The head coach, Jessica Reyes, assisted by Zach Smith, Pedro Castillo, and Brett Porter. Your officials are Jackie Nilsson and Greg Weller. Welcome to Governor State University. You are at the ARC.
Welcome to tonight's action between the Governor State Jaguars and the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. I am Francisco Mendoza, joined alongside Jordan Fox, and this is the one I've been waiting for. The whole day I've just been waiting for this match. How about you?
I've been waiting for this one all season long, getting to have the 3 seed in the conference on our floor after what was an incredible away game. You were at that one, correct?
Oh yeah, most definitely. That away game was one of the best I've seen from the Jaguars so far. And just if they bring the same energy they did that night to tonight, Jaguars win.
Well, we need to remind everyone of the stakes going into this game. If the Jaguars win tonight, they have locked up the 2nd seed in the conference. Even if they lose tonight, they would essentially have to lose out for the rest of the season to lose that 2nd seed. So it is all to play for the Jaguars. I actually spoke to Coach Pedro after the last game about tonight's game, and he was very, very confident about this one. In fact, he was looking forward more to the playoffs after this one than he was at this actual matchup. So I think he is as excited as anybody about this matchup, and I'm right there with him. This should be an incredible game. This St. Ambrose team, they've had a very, very good season in their own right. We don't want to diminish that in any way, shape, or form. Only 4 losses in the conference, 2 of them coming to St. Ambrose, 1 of them coming against your Governor State Jaguars. This should be everything that we've been looking for, I think, Francisco.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why when mentioning about the first game, Jaguars were there, they were ready, they had all the momentum, and that's what you want on an away game. But with the home game right now, you got the crowd, you got us, you got everything. So it's always good to be home.
This Jaguars team is really, really tough to beat at home. We've seen them take some of the best teams in the nation to 5 sets on this home floor. It's a place that they love to be at. It's a place that we love to be at, and we are very, very excited to get this thing started. Number 12, Anthony Anderson, will be starting off the action here, serving for St. Ambrose.
Jared with the 3 ball. And the Ambrose Bees were right there for Daniel's attack.
Well blocked in the front row there. Blocking is going to be a very significant point of interest for St. Ambrose. They're one of the best teams in the conference in terms of blocking. They're number 2 in blocks per set. So that's going to be an area that I'm sure the Jaguars will want to focus in on today.
As coach is talking over with his players from St. Ambrose.
Head coach Ray Green for St. Ambrose, his 7th season in charge of the Fighting Bees.
As that one goes straight into the net.
You can already see the energy on the floor is palpable. These Jaguars are ready to go, and I'm all here for it. Lucas Lapa stepping up to get things started for the Jaguars, 1 serving 1.
2 ball from St. Ambrose as Jared keeps that one alive. That one goes straight into the net from Michael Bose.
Michael Bose, number 5 for St. Ambrose. He is number 2 in the conference for total kills. He's also number 3 for blocks per set. He is somebody that the Jaguars will certainly need to watch out for tonight.
3 ball. As Jared keeps that one alive for the Jaguars.
Jared Baez already making a couple of fantastic plays defensively as the block from Tiago Neves earns the point for the Jaguars, 3 serving 1. Jaguars on their game early here.
Yeah, St. Ambrose had that one up and ready, but Tiago was right there to send it back.
We've talked a lot about the importance of the libero, Jared Baez, this season, and he is showing every bit of his importance as he does it again, but Jaguars unable to save it there.
Great effort right there by Jared and Pablo.
We've talked a bit about on these broadcasts the importance of making good mistakes. I think that's an example of it there. Just didn't get the right rub of the green. Number 2, Nalo serving there for St. Ambrose. Set up for Tiago. Tiago Neves getting busy early here. Here's Diego Atuñez on the serve.
3 ball to the setter.
That one felt like it was coming towards Diego at 1,000,000 miles an hour there. Number 10, Pedro Zhang. with a beautiful spike right into the ground.
Three ball from Diego. Pablo with the point.
Pablo Pascual telling Pedro Zhang, anything you can do, I can hit harder. As he earns the point, another Pablo point. We're looking forward to seeing more of those tonight, aren't we, Cisco?
Almost definitely.
Thiago Neves stepping up to serve here. Service error for Thiago gives the point to the Fighting Bees. It'd be 4 serving 5. It's Felipe Prieto stepping up to serve for the Fighting Bees.
Daniel with the 3 ball. And Daniel with the point.
He got up for that one. Daniel
Almost
Lopez.
definitely. Those are the,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, those are the best ones. You pass the ball to the setter, get yourself ready, and then just go on and get that attack.
And credit to the setter, Lucas Lapa, that time. He had to wait for that one to get it just in the right spot, and he did so. Daniel Lopez climbing the ladder that time.
Exactly. As Pablo with the serve this time.
Hitting error gives the Jaguars another point. 7 serving 4. The Jaguars looking alive early. Pablo Pascual now serving. Number 5 in the conference for kills per set.
3 ball from St Ambrose. As they get the point on that one.
Ian Schultz lost the flight of the ball that time. We're seeing some beautiful sequences on both sides so far in this game. I think we're going to be in for a treat tonight.
3 ball from Diego. As that one hits the net. As that one goes into the net as well. 8 serving 6 with Daniel Lopez up to serve.
Daniel Lopez, number 7 in the conference for kills per set. He serves. That was vicious from Daniel. That was absolutely vicious, and it earns the point for the Jaguars.
As that one goes out of bounds. St Ambrose with the ball.
I think a lot of this game will come down to limiting errors on both sides. We've seen a few of them, maybe both teams just shaking off a bit of early rust here as we get settled into this game.
Yeah, it's mostly been service errors. 3 ball to Lucas, and Diego gets the point on that. It was the Jaguars' point, but they're calling a reserve.
I understand why they have to do that, but that is a little bit annoying, I think.
No, absolutely. It was seeing the floor judge giving the Jaguars the point, and the judge that you see up there on your screen, they called a redo, so no point lost. Jared to Lucas to Ian, and that's how it's done. But it went out of bounds.
I think, Francisco, you maybe assumed there was a deflection there. It looked to me as if there was a deflection.
Absolutely.
Let's hope the Jaguars can keep themselves mentally prepared as the flagger goes to fix the antenna there. It's important in these moments for the Jaguars to stay mentally sharp. We've had a couple of stoppages in the game here. Jaguars a high-energy team, so it's moments like these that can really take the sting out of a game.
As that one goes our way.
Actually, it almost ended up in the crow's nest above us.
Almost did, yeah.
Somebody check on Walker and Jahan up there, make sure they're okay.
Jared Baez not up to serve.
My mistake, it's Damari up in the crow's nest. I've been so used to how things were previously. What a save that time.
That's why you always keep playing until you hear the whistle.
There's the whistle. Pablo point. Another Pablo point. We absolutely love to see it. That man, Pablo Pascual, what a season he is having. Jared Baez serving again here.
2-ball from St. Ambrose as Michael Bowes went up in the air for that one. And the Jaguars get the point on that one from the blocking error.
Boy, that front row for the Jaguars has been sharp so far today. They're understanding the assignment. We've seen them with maybe some mental lapses, you know, on that road stretch and then in the couple of games since they've been back home, but no such issues tonight. They have been on point so far.
Jared with that dig right there. Lucas. As that one just goes out of bounds just a little bit.
St. Ambrose making a few substitutions here as we get a good look at number 1, John Gutch, checking out of the game. Stepping up to serve now, number 12, Anthony Anderson, the setter for St. Ambrose.
Service error. Jaguars get the point.
It'll now be Lucas Lapa to serve.
Two ball from the Bees.
I think Lucas is a bit upset there with, maybe not upset, but just explaining to Jared that, hey, I had that one. But we've talked about it before. Jared is what I would describe as a selfish defender. He just wants all of those digs, all of those pancakes. He wants them for himself, and that can be a good thing, but and sometimes maybe is a bit overzealous.
No, but seeing how Jared's been in every single game, you can see why he goes for every single one.
Absolutely, and I remember talking earlier this season with Pedro and Coach Reyes as the sideline reporter, and they were telling me that Jared he's the glue that holds this defense together, showing a bit of that skill that time.
Free ball from Diego. As the Jaguars recover that one. They're saying it hit the net. Not sure about that one, but
in fairness, it looked like it was going to be a deflection off of a Jaguars player after the fact anyway.
As the score is now 11-7, serving 13.
Jaguars still with the lead here. Nalu serving for St. Ambrose.
As the Jaguars get a point off that one from Diego.
Now, Francisco, you would know better than I would, but do we have a shorter ceiling in here than other teams? Because it seems like opposing teams are so thrown off every time it hits the ceiling in this gym, whereas we don't seem to have that issue.
Yeah, going to every single match, we do have the lowest of ceiling, but as you can tell, you got to use it to your own advantage.
Absolutely.
Either it's an extra teammate or it's your enemy. But, yeah, you just got to be used to it. You got to get adjusted to it.
Something else to get adjusted to is another Pablo point. St. Ambrose going to have to get used to that. He has been practically perfect so far today. Diego Atuña is stepping up to serve now.
Two ball from the Bees. Lucas set her out. Jaguars keeping that one alive. Daniel, sorry, first one didn't work, but the second one will definitely work as the Jaguars get that point.
That was actually the third one. Lucas was absolutely desperate to get that ball to Daniel, and eventually they found him. They knew what they wanted, and they got it done.
So third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm, absolutely. And you don't want to give Daniel Lopez that many attempts.
As the Bees get the point on that one.
Michael Bose showing what he can do in that front row. We mentioned earlier, number 2 in the conference for total kills, adding to his tally there. Libero Ethan Carbon stepping up to serve now for St. Ambrose.
As the Jaguars get the point on that one.
I am taken aback by that one. That one, I swear to you, I was watching it all the way. I couldn't even tell that it made it over the net. He hit that one so hard.
Those are the best ones when the defender's up in the air and it literally rolls right in front of them. And yeah, I gave the Jaguar the points.
17 serving 12. As the set wears on here, Jaguars ebbing closer and closer to taking the first set. Francisco, what do you like that you've seen from the Jaguars so far?
Just the chemistry, the communication that they have. I mean, yeah, you have a couple of them that didn't go their way, like when Jared and Lucas were right there. Other than that, it's been Jaguar volleyball that we've seen.
Seems like everybody understands the stakes in tonight's game, and the Jaguars playing as if this is a playoff game. It's got the atmosphere of when the fans are hyped up. The players are equally as hyped up, if not more so. And St. Ambrose are making it a match.
As that one goes out of bounds, another service error.
I think we need to get a camera specifically for Lucas. He is such an animated human being. You love to see it. He is the kind of player that just boosts the energy all on his own. And in a game like this, that is so crucial. As Pablo Pascual steps up to serve.
3 ball from St. Ambrose. And they get the point on that one.
Not much you can do there. Charlie Flynn, that was nearly perfect there from St. Ambrose. Only so much you can do if you're the Jaguars.
Lucas to Jared.
Daniel Lopez. Daniel Lopez. We've been saying his name a lot tonight. He is taking over so far. 19 serving 14. And it'll be Lopez to serve here.
Three ball. That gets straight across the Jaguars' blocking defense. 15 serving 19.
Hawaiian number 2, Nalu, getting the point that time for St. Ambrose.
As Pedro Oliveira subs in for Ian Schultz.
Talk to me, Francisco. The Fighting Bees so far, it seems like every single time they make a substitution, they make 2 or 3 of them. What do you think the Bees are attempting to do with that? What's the strategy there?
If anything, it's having fresh legs. You know, you have your starters out there, the starting 6, and you got a whole bench. It's up to the coach to strategize and put the players when he needs them in. And yeah, subbing it in 2, 3 at a time.
Seems like the Jaguars are trying to respond to that as well. They're making some substitutions at points in the game that you might not normally expect them to. As Lucas sets it up towards Diego there. Bit unorthodox that time, having to switch to his left hand at the last second there. Maybe gave him just about enough extra time to get the point. The blockers not really expecting it, and Diego earns the point for the Jaguars. 20 serving 15.
As the Bees kept that one alive. And they're calling it a back row attack that does not count. As a back row attacker, that line before the G, since we're on this side, Governor State, if the back row player jumps in front of that line, it doesn't count.
And he was pretty clearly over the line that time. Number 12, Anthony Anderson stepping up to serve here for the Fighting Bees.
3 ball from Daniel. And a point from Diego.
Shout out to the flagger over there on the left side. She had to dodge while giving the call that time, but she got the call right. Diego earning the kill, Jaguars earning the point. Timeout here for the Fighting Bees. Jaguars lead at 21-16. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Jaguars leading 21-16, coming out of the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees timeout. The last time these two teams played, it was a Jaguars victory, but not even that. It was a high-scoring match as the Jaguars reached a lot of points. Set number one was Jaguars 25-20. Second set, the Bees took it 25-17. Jaguars won the third one 28-26. And the fourth and final set, Jaguars 30, St. Ambrose 28. So the last time these two teams played in Davenport, it was points everywhere, and the Jaguars definitely took that one, as we'll see what happens tonight. Jaguars could take 2-0.
These are two high-flying teams in the CCAC. We've talked a lot about it. St. Xavier lead basically every statistical category in the CCAC, but these two teams all season battling out for 2 and 3 in just about every category. But the one that sticks out for me is kills per set. St. Ambrose number 2 in that category, Gov State number 3, and we're seeing why tonight. Both of these teams with some high-flying action. Service error that time from Nalu, giving the Jaguars the point, 22 serving 15. Jaguars looking to close it out.
3-ball from the libero.
Let the bodies hit the floor on the Jaguar side there.
Everyone's okay, but point from the Fighting Bees by Michael Bowes. Ethan Carbon now serving.
Jared and Diego there working together to wipe the floor. I think maybe one of them slipped as they were trying to save that last ball. Getting a good look there at Coach Ray Green talking it over with our official. What do you think he's saying to him?
I'm starting to think a little bit about the towel situation. So it could be anything, maybe something. But everyone's got to be safe.
Wow, what a play there from the libero, number 13, Ethan Carbon, keeping it alive. Another beautiful sequence there defensively for St. Ambrose.
Great effort right there by the Fighting Bees, gives them the point.
You can't miss a second of this.
No,
this has been some
not.
immaculate volleyball from these two teams.
As the Jaguars call a timeout, leading 22-20. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, Jaguars.
Cover all our hitters. Are done. Go, we go, we go. Let's go. He's on 3, 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Got a good listen there on the huddle for the Fighting Bees. They are storming back into this one. 3 points unanswered led to a timeout for the Jaguars. It is now 20 serving 22.
3-ball from Diego. And point from Daniel. Lucas Lapa on the assist.
Who else would be on the assist other than Lucas Lapa?
Man's been everywhere.
The buzzing Brazilian, Lucas Lapa. Fighting Bees aren't the only ones with a little buzz in them.
Diego Neves now serving. Nice little floater right there.
Cam Dixon with some ferocity on that one. St Ambrose not ready to end this first set. They are doing everything they can to keep themselves in it. 21 serving 23, number 24, Felipe Prieto, serving for the Fighting Bees.
Diego, Lucas, as the Fighting Bees keep that one alive. Pancake by Jared.
Cam Dixon getting it across, set up again for Daniel. I think they're saying it didn't touch a Fighting Bee on its way over the net there. I don't know about that call. I just don't know about that one.
Yeah, the whole Jaguar side just looked at the ref. So that one was definitely something. Another jumper. Jared kept that one alive. Pablo with the attack. Carbon with the pass. Jared with the save. And the Bees are right there for Pablo's attack.
We are all tied up at 23 here. The Fighting Bees living up to their name, fighting to earn this set. They are not ready to end it yet. 23-23. Blink and you'll miss it. This has been ecstatic volleyball.
Jared with the 3-ball. Pablo with the tip. They're saying it was a lift. They're really saying it was a lift. As Diego goes over there, and both Diego and Coach Ray is talking to the refs on that one. They're calling it a lift.
Jaguars can't believe it. The expression on their faces suggests that they are adamant that was not a lift.
I mean, I got a blue shirt just like the rest, but I can't say anything. As the Jaguars call a timeout, 24-23 Bees. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back. Set number 1. St. Ambrose has the lead, 24-23.
I want to take a moment there, actually. Sorry to cut you off, Francisco, but that shot from our very own Danny Chang, that was beautiful. Cinematic stuff, getting a shot of Pedro there. You can see the expression on his face. He is not happy with how the end of the set has gone.
As the Jaguars try to end the Fighting Bees surge. Diego with the 3-ball. As Daniel gets the point, 24-24.
They have been looking for that exact setup all game long. Lucas to Daniel on the left side. Looked like the Bees had found an answer for it, but you don't get all the answers on a test. And that time, Daniel was elusive and got the point.
As Brandon Palmeros is serving now for Pablo Pascual. Jared with the dig. Lucas with the 9-ball. Fighting Bees keep that one alive. Nice attack by Diego. As Daniel with another one.
Another assist from Lucas Lapa. It seems like Daniel Lopez just getting stronger and stronger as this set wears on. And he's saving his best for last. 25 serving 24, set point here for the Jaguars. Brandon Palmeros to serve it.
3-ball from the Bees. Diego, Jared. Daniel once again. Jaguars take set number 1, 26-24. Don't go anywhere because set number 2 is coming right up.
Attend the only film event of its kind in Chicago's Southland, featuring international short films and showcasing award-winning regional feature films. Watch movies, meet filmmakers, make friends. Chicago Southland International Film Festival at Governor State University. Real vision, real films.
This program in political and social justice is open to anyone that is interested in issues related to social justice. We look at theories that talk about race, that talk about class, that talks about elites, that talks about social movements. So it's really about applying what we'd say are some social and political theories to real life issues. To think about it, when you're thinking about applying even to our program, know that you're going to be a part of a very well-oiled, loving family that is going to help you, as I said before, to become this major change agent in whatever area that you're thinking that you want to effect change in.
Welcome back to set number 2. Jaguars took set number 1, 26-24, and there's been a lot of points going back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. Flying is the right word for it. We do have a graphic for you guys to show the number of kills for both teams thus far. This has been a very, very interesting matchup. Jaguars currently leading that category 16-12. These two teams number 2 and 3 respectively for kills per set in the CCAC, and they're proving it tonight. I'm looking at Daniel Lopez specifically in his performance, the number of kills he's gotten so far. Francisco, what do you think?
Daniel Lopez has been all over the place from the first point to the last point in set number 1. He's just been all over the place, so just keep going with it.
We do have another stat category to highlight for you guys.
As the Jaguars have 16 assists, according to the Bees, 12 assists. So it's been back and forth.
And we're highlighting those two stats specifically, in my opinion, to talk about two players, Lucas Lapa and Daniel Lopez. The strategy has been very clear. Get the ball to Lucas. Lucas, get it in a position where Daniel Lopez can attack it, and that has been a recipe for success thus far.
No, absolutely. Having 3 of the best attackers in conference, Daniel, Diego, and Pablo, someone's going to go off, and someone's got to go off, and today has been Daniel's game.
Absolutely. Daniel doing it all, Lucas helping him out in the process, but it's been a team effort thus far. Thiago Neves, I think, has had a really strong performance so far. Ian Schultz in the front row doing his part, and of course we have to highlight Jared Baez. He has been everywhere, roaming around as if he owns the place.
Yeah, Jared with 7 digs and 3 assists. Daniel Lopez with 7 kills on 14 total attacks. Pablo with 3 kills and Diego as well with 5. So it's been pretty good for the top 3 scorers that we have that lead in conference.
Lucas Lapa to lead us into this second set, getting things started.
One-handed assist to Michael Bowes. He got it done. South Fighting Bees take the first point of the match, 1-0.
That's the kind of attack that just takes your breath away. That was beautiful from Michael Bowes.
Jared with the 3 ball. Thiago with the point. Carbon was right there, but Thiago definitely scored that one.
That looked like an example of the things you practice coming into play. That was a well-rehearsed, well-sequenced move there from the Jaguars, and it earns the point. Thiago Neves with the kill.
1 ball. Diego with the dig. Fighting Bees with the point.
Interesting thing to note here, Pedro Zhang, the outside hitter for the Fighting Bees. He hits left-handed, but he serves right-handed. Pay attention to that going forward here is that service error gives the point right back to the Jaguars. 2 serving 3.
Good eye right there from the Jaguars back row.
Thiago Neves stepping up to serve. Correction, it is 2 serving 2. We had a scoreboard error there.
Three ball to the setter as the Fighting Bees get the point off the blocking error from the Jaguars.
Number 1, Joe Gutch, and number 24, Felipe Prieto checking into the game for the Fighting Bees. Prieto will step up to serve here.
Jared with the 3 ball as that one goes out of bounds from Pedro Oliveira.
Pedro acknowledging his error there. Lucas seemed maybe a little bit upset. He set him up very nicely there, but we're all afforded a mistake or two. As Prieto gets it over the net.
Another attack right there by Pedro Oliveira as that one sails out of bounds.
Side out for the Jaguars. 3 serving 4 now. Pablo Pascual to serve for the Jaguars.
As Pablo got all of that one, as that one stayed in bounds. Ace right there for Pablo.
Number 13, Ethan Carbon, was arguing his case to the referee there, but to me it looked pretty clear that it stayed inside the lines, although I may be a little bit biased there.
Three ball from the Bees. As that one went out of bounds.
Looks like maybe Daniel was going to keep that one in. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. Another error for the Jaguars gives the point to the Fighting Bees.
As Daniel gets another point right there off the Fighting Bees blocking error.
Made no mistake that time. Daniel Lopez, sharp as ever. It'll now be Lopez to serve.
As the ball goes over. As the Jaguars get the point off the blocking error from the Fighting Bees.
Another Pablo point there. The Militia showing off all of the weapons in his repertoire that time. Daniel Lopez with the serve here.
As Diego gets the point on that one.
Jaguars looking to create a bit of a gap for themselves here. 7 serving 5.
Free ball from the Fighting Bees. As the Jaguars keep that one alive. And it goes out of bounds.
They're calling a deflection there. The point goes to the Jaguars.
Nice. Jaguars with the serve again.
Looks like maybe the referees want to talk it over, perhaps.
Daniel will be serving once again.
8 serving 5 now.
Free ball. Daniel to Lucas. To Pablo, and the ball goes out of bounds on the attack error.
Fine margins in this one. That another example of it there. 8 serving 6 here. It's number 14, Cole Rubio, to serve for St Ambrose.
Pablo, Daniel. Diego sends it over. Nice recovery by the Bees. As that one goes out of bounds off the deflection as the Jaguars get the point.
That's a collector's item there. A Daniel assist that time. Normally he's the one on the end of those, but playing provider for Diego Atunez there. It'd be Jared Baez to serve.
Three ball. That St Ambrose gets the point on that one off the blocking error by the Jaguars.
Anthony Anderson getting ready to serve here for St Ambrose.
Three ball from Daniel. As the Fighting Bees keep this one alive.
Wow, what a play that time from the Fighting Bees. Nothing they could do about that one, though. Daniel Lopez is on fire.
So, Diego's the missile, Pablo's the militia. What about Daniel?
I got nothing. Lucas Lapa now to serve. We'll come up with something later on.
Yeah, we'll get something. As the Jaguars get the point off the deflection, blocking error from the Bees.
Jaguars starting to look comfortable here, 11 serving 7. They're on a 6-2 run right now. Lucas Lapa looking to continue that run.
Jared keeping that one alive. Oh. The volley's still going. As the Fighting Bees get the point.
Number 10, Pedro Zhang was the one to earn the point that time. Xander Larson getting ready to serve here for the Fighting Bees.
Three ball from Jared. Pablo with the attack. Bees recover on that one. As Pedro Zhang gets the point for the Bees. 9 serving 11.
Every time the Jaguars think they're building some momentum, the Fighting Bees have been very, very good about responding. Looked like a bit of miscommunication from the front row of the Jaguars there. Hitting error gives the point to the Jaguars, or the Fighting Bees rather. It's 10 serving 11.
Diego with the attack. The Bees are quick on that.
Lucas keeping it alive.
As the Bees get the point on that one from the blocking error.
Cam Dixon putting some pressure on the Jaguars front row and earning a point there. It's 11-11 now.
As Daniel has the pancake. Pablo gets the point off the blocking error.
Daniel is doing absolutely everything out there for the Jaguars right now. Diego Atunez serving now for the Jaguars. Service error. St. Ambrose tie it up. Just as soon as they had a disadvantage, they regain a tie, and it'd be 12-12 now.
Daniel, Lucas. Pablo was up and ready for that one, but the Bees were as well.
Blocking error from St. Ambrose means another Jaguars point. Gavin Olsen checking in for the first time today. He'll be the one to serve it. I love those shoes he's got on.
Gavin with the jumper.
Who else?
I think I'm pretty sure he crossed everything off the list.
He's done everything. I think the only thing left for him to do is check out of the game.
Yeah, right?
If he can keep this up all night, I've got no worries about the Jaguars getting the job done.
3 ball from Carbon. Lucas. Gavin keeps it alive. Pablo sends it over. As that one goes out of bounds. The ball hit the antenna, giving the Jaguars the point.
Getting a good look there at Gavin's shoes.
Right.
Shout out to the control room for catching that one. Those beautiful pink Nikes he's got on there. Another towel hitting the floor here. What is it with our floors? I remember from the tri-match we had at the beginning of the season, it seemed like they were getting the towels out every 5 minutes. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th time we've had to wipe the floor so far in this game, but it's 15 serving 12 now.
Carbon keeps it a little. As St Ambrose finds the corner of the court to get the point.
Control room making a good point there. Perhaps the floor's a bit slippery today because of how humid it is. It has been so hot in this building today. Just like the Fighting Illini, shout out to March Madness.
Jared with the 3.
Lucas setting it up towards Daniel.
Another one.
And again, and again, and again.
As Pablo Pascual subs out and Brandon Palmero subs back in.
What a luxury it is for the Jaguars. I think through the last few games, it's been Pablo who's been making noise, but the amount of players that they have that they can go to provide those special moments is just, it's something to behold.
Brandon with the one-hand dig. Daniel with the attack. Carbon sets it up. Jaguars with another block. Daniel Lopez with a block.
Pedro Oliveira and Daniel Lopez combining for the block that time. Daniel actually pointing to Pedro to say, hey, that was his block, making sure that the stat keepers get that one right. Unselfish from Daniel. Brandon Palmeros now serving.
As that one goes out of bounds, Jaguars get the point on that one.
18 now serving 13. The Jaguars looking to take control of this one. Just as a reminder, the Jaguars do lead it 1-0 as Palmeros gets it over the net.
As the Bees get that one off the attack.
Number 3, Charlie Flynn getting the kill there. It'd be Cam Dixon to serve for the Fighting Bees.
Diego with a 2-ball. Brendan sends it over. Bees don't send that one over as the Jaguars get the point, making it 19 serving 14.
Another block for Pedro Oliveira.
Daniel Lopez now serving.
Let's see what tricks Daniel has up his sleeve. He's had plenty of them tonight. Can he keep it going here?
3-ball from the Bees. Jared with the dig. Daniel. Bees keeping this one alive. Carbon sets it up to Ben. Pedro Oliveira with the point.
There was some anger in that one.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Everything going well for the Jaguars in this second set. The towel is back out again. Those towels are getting more screen time than we are.
And it's only on that side too.
Goodness gracious. maybe that's why the Jaguars have been so much more comfortable in this second set, because they don't have to be on that side of the floor where it seems like there's nothing but water covering this gym floor on that side. Don't think you can blame that one on the water, though. Daniel Lopez, he is having the night of his life right now as the Bees call a timeout. Jaguars lead it 21-14. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this one. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break.
We are back in set number 2. Jaguars leading this one 21-14.
And we do have an announcement to make regarding an event coming up here at Governor State University. The Chicago Southland International Film Festival. We've talked about it a few times on these broadcasts, but we can't talk about it enough. It is one of the most anticipated events of the year on this campus and in the Southland more generally. I, for one, am so excited to see what the films have for us in store at the CSIF. How about you, Francisco?
No, I'm definitely ready. CSIF is one of my favorite weekends here here on campus, so next weekend, right around the corner.
It creeps up on you. It's going to be a long weekend for us here at DLMD, but we wouldn't have it any other way. We'll get to be there for every single second of it. As St. Ambrose calls a second consecutive timeout. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll stay here instead of going to commercial. We do have some stats to bring up here. Looking at the kills, we'll get an update on that. We talked about it coming out of the first set. We'll talk about it again here. We're actually going to talk about attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, because it came in with club, but then it went right to soccer. They let soccer do anything at the high school level.
We do now have the attacks graphic ready for you guys. We'll talk about that. Jaguars leading that category 65-63, but attacks have been the name of the game so far, haven't they been, Francisco?
Absolutely. Back and forth from both teams. You got the Jaguars on one side sending it over, but the Fighting Bees are the Fighting Bees are trying to stay alive in this one. Set number 2, Jaguars up 21-14.
This is their biggest lead of either set thus far, and it's largely thanks to the man who's serving it now, Daniel Lopez.
3 ball to the setter as Jared gets that one. Carbon with the dig.
Daniel with the dig. John Gutch getting it over for the Fighting Bees and keeping it alive there as well.
3 ball from Carbon. Results out of bounds. Good eye right there by the Jaguars.
Feel a little bit bad for St. Ambrose. They've really been on top of it. We've witnessed some incredible rallies on both sides. Defensively, they've been on point. Offensively, they've been pretty good as well, but the Jaguars came ready to play today.
Especially after the last match that they played, Jaguars winning one of the sets 30-28. So the points have been racking back and forth as Daniel Lopez with an ace leads the team in aces this season.
I'm running out of words for the performance that Daniel Lopez has put in tonight. Imperious, superb, excellent, whatever you can think of. He deserves the utmost praise, and he steps up to serve again. A rare kill for Lucas Lapa. Oh my goodness, everything going right for the Jaguars right now.
The whole team amped up off of that one.
The move was so good, even the control room is clapping right now. It's very rare that you see Coach Pedro with a smile on his face during these games, but he was grinning ear to ear that time. Jaguars serving for set point. Wow, what a sequence there. St. Ambrose not ready to end the second set, but Pedro Oliveira is.
As the Jaguars take set number 2.
Looks like they're checking on the baby, maybe took a hit there. Not sure what's going on right now. Daniel checking on his child there.
Yeah, checking up on his kids.
It looks like the Jaguars bench are really upset at their teammates. Sorry, at their adversary, St. Ambrose.
Yeah.
Coach Pedro is stepping over there, making himself
team,
known.
The whole team had Daniel's back. As we'll go to set number 3. Don't want to go anywhere.
Looks like all is well now. Apologies granted to Daniel Lopez and his child. It seems like everything is okay now. Daniel just taking a moment to talk to his wife and child. It was number 13, Ethan Carbon, the libero for St. Ambrose. Left that one with a bloody nose. We got a good view of him there. Seems like the referee is still trying to calm this one down. So much adrenaline flowing on both sides. When something like that happens, it's really hard to control things. We got a good shot of the baby there.
As we see the twins on camera.
That baby looked just as angry as the players. But good to know that all is well. No injuries were suffered. We're going to go ahead and send it to commercial now. The Jaguars leading 2-0. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
The College of Business is more than a college. It's a community.
People from every background, all striving for success and lifting each other up.
The professors challenge you by helping you see your potential and push beyond it.
That network continues to inspire me and reminds me where my story began.
COB gave me knowledge, confidence, and a community that continues to lift me up.
This is my COB moment, and this is Gov State.
And we are back for set number 3. Jaguars are up 2-0. National Food Day. Let's see what it is. National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day.
The classic.
I was about to say, you go first, Jordan.
I'm not as passionate as about this food as I might have been when I was a child, but there is a right way to do a PB&J. You know what, Francisco? I'm gonna make you guess. What are the key things that you need to have for a good PB&J?
Ooh, at least for me, you gotta have. Well, of course, you gotta have the peanut butter and the jelly, but you got different. You definitely got different types of peanut butters and different types of jellies. But for me, I'd rather have more peanut butter than jelly. I don't know about you, because me personally, I've even put too much jelly and it drips. But I'd rather have my sandwich with more peanut butter than jelly. What about you?
I'm more of a jelly guy personally. I actually love my peanut butter and jellies toasted. I'll put it all together, get the peanut butter and the jelly on the bread, put it in the pan for a couple of minutes on low heat, get it nice and golden brown on either side. It just becomes nice and juicy. It gives it that extra layer. You can add some butter if you want to. Go crazy with it. Get your favorite oil into the mix there. Add some extra flavor. Man, I do love a good adult PB&J. I many a time up at midnight when I was broke living on my own, making PB&Js in my kitchen. I do A hot take, actually. I do prefer crunchy peanut butter in my PB&Js over creamy. What do you think about that?
I was about to say, yeah, you got all your different types of peanut butters, but I go for creamy, not crunchy.
Really, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think there's different levels to peanut butter as well. Like the generic Aldi brand or Meyer brand doesn't always cut it for me. I'm a big fan of Jif. I think Jif does a pretty good job. It's the classic. It's the go-to. It's very consistent. There's also I don't know if you've ever had it, but the Jif half and half. That's peanut butter and jelly. Like people give that a lot of disrespect. I actually think it's quite a good product. Shout out to Jif for everybody at home as St. Ambrose getting things ready to go here. Jaguars lead it 2-0. Number 12, Anthony Anderson, getting ready to serve for the Fighting Bees.
Now I want a toasted PB&J. Might do that later.
As Diego Atunez gets us started in set number 3.
Definitely, Diego with the point.
Lucas Lapa stepping up to serve now. Set up for Zhang. Received well by the Jaguars. Lucas setting it up towards Diego.
Pablo with another one.
Pablo the Militia with a Pablo point.
Free ball. As that one goes out of bounds. Great eye right there. Great eye right there by Lucas Lapa.
Getting a good look at one of the babies that was afflicted by the earlier mishap. Set up well for Zhang, but read well by the Jaguars front row. Zhang again blocked by the Jaguars. Neves and Pascual combining for the block.
I don't know about you, but that was our admission to the block party. Man, I'm ready.
Added to the list, the block party is underway. The Jaguars hot to start it here, 4-0.
Can't even grade that one. No number right there from Carbon. As Thiago Neves gets the point.
I know we've talked a lot about Daniel Lopez and how good he's been in this one, but in reality, everybody who has stepped onto the floor for the Jaguars tonight has been exceptional. It has been wonderful volleyball from the Jaguars. They came to play tonight.
2 ball from the Fighting Bees back row. Another block. No one in the front row is safe. No one.
Hopefully they've got good health insurance down there in the front row. Substitution here as we ebb on in this game. 6-0. The Jaguars can't be stopped right now.
3 ball from the Bees. Zhang with the attack that got blocked. Jared with the dig off the block by the Jaguars. Jared again, he's a ball magnet from the volleyball. It just keeps going to him. I don't even think he's moving. As that one goes out of bounds off the blocking error by the Jaguars.
Boy, the Fighting Bees needed that. It was starting to look ugly, but Fighting Bees now with a lifeline, 1-6. As the Fighting Bees make a substitution here. Great blocking that time from the Fighting Bees. Number 3, Charlie Flynn getting the block. It's now 2-6. St. Ambrose fighting back.
Diego with the 3 ball. And Diego with the point.
The missile with an explosion that time.
Oh yeah, those are the best ones. You got the serve receive. You set it to the setter, and the setter gives it right back to you. Man, those are the best ones.
I just need to say, I think Antoine back there in the audio bay has had his work cut out for him. I have been so energized by the performance from the Jaguars that I'm sure the mic has peaked more than a few times tonight.
I was going to say, yeah, he's definitely been peaking.
Diego Atuña is now to serve. It is 8 serving 2.
Free ball from Carbon as Zhang gets the point for the Bees.
Pedro Zhang doing his part for the Fighting Bees. A valiant effort from him. Charlie Flynn now to serve for St. Ambrose.
Daniel with the 2-ball. As the ball hits the net, point for the Bees. 4 serving 8 as Anthony Anderson is going over strategies with his coach.
Here's the serve from Charlie Flynn. Flagger says inbounds. Referee agrees. And that'll be a point for St. Ambrose. 5 serving 8. The Fighting Bees right back in this thing.
See, that's the one where it's like, do you not? And if I was in that position, I would have gone for it, but on to the next one. Pablo again with 2 attacks on that one. Diego sends it to Lucas, sends it right back to Diego. As the Jaguars get the point on that one on the cross-court attack error by the Fighting Bees.
Another defensive sequence to admire there from the Jaguars. Everybody playing their part. Players that aren't normally known for their defensive acumen looking like studs on the defensive end tonight.
As Gavin Olsen serves now. Not the result he was looking for.
And those can be momentum killers sometimes when you just fought so hard to earn the point. Giving it right back can feel like a gut punch. Pedro Zhang now to serve. I was mistaken earlier, by the way. I said that he served right-handed. I'm not sure where I got that from, but he does not serve right-handed. He serves very much left-handed. The error from the Jaguars now giving the point back to St. Ambrose, and a little bit of taunting going on there from the St. Ambrose bench.
Miscommunication right there from the Jaguars. 7 serving 9. Jared with the 2-ball. Nice attack right there by Pedro Oliveira.
To adjust on the fly there. Hitting error from Zhang gives it back to the Jaguars as Brandon Palmeros checks into the game for Pablo Pascual. Palmeros now to serve. That seems to be his role tonight, coming in to serve most times and checking out immediately after.
Free ball from the Bees. Jared keeping that one alive, and so did Diego. Free ball over. Carbon to Anderson. Jaguars doing their best to keep it alive. And the point goes to the Bees.
Boy, my heart has been racing at about 200 beats per minute all night long. This is what men's volleyball is all about. The CCAC has given us a couple of treats this season, but I think this one has been the tastiest among them. As Pablo Pascual checks back into the game for Brandon Palmeros.
Jared with the 2-ball. Pablo with the point. Serving
8. Francisco, talk to me a bit about, it's been a very good first 2 sets, but the Jaguars, surely they're getting a little bit tired at this point. What do they need to do to keep themselves focused and energized?
Just keep your head in the game. Find where you need to set the ball, where you got to serve it. Same thing with the attack. I know it goes by so quick, but these guys know where they're hitting it as that one goes over. Fighting Bees keep this one alive. but you just got to play the game. Set it up to your setter, get it over, and get them quick attacks, get them kills, those fast attacks. No more tipping the ball. Just hammer it to the ground and see what St. Ambrose can do after that.
Daniel Lopez has cooled off a little bit in this third set. We'll see if teammates can step up and pick up some of those points. Like that. Diego Atuñez, the missile. We were mere inches away from getting that one here in the booth. I'm waiting for the day that one of them finally ends up here in the booth with us.
As that ball goes out of bounds.
St. Ambrose keeping the Jaguars at arm's length, 10 serving 12 now.
Anderson with the bullet to Atuñez. As that one goes out of bounds by Neves. 11 serving 12.
Number 12, Anthony Anderson getting ready to serve here for the Fighting Bees.
Diego with the 3 ball. Pablo with the attack. Anderson sets it up. Pablo with the one-hander.
Lapa up to Atuñez. That's how it's done. The missile with the kill there. Jaguars now 13 serving 11. The towel is out again. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. On both sides as well, wow. Greta Boker, one of the women's volleyball players, looking back at me to agree on the point of this is getting a little bit ridiculous. I'll go out there and mop it myself if I need to.
Lucas Lapa now serving.
Not too sure what the call was there.
As Diego goes to talk to the ref about it, that was the quickest call I've seen.
No hand gesture either. It looks like it's Jaguars serve though, either way. 14 now serving 12. I was a little bit confused because initially the referee had pointed to St. Ambrose's side as Zhang once again with the point, doing whatever he can to keep the Bees in it. 14 to 13, St. Ambrose to serve. Diego Atuñez now to serve for the Jaguars. Charlie Flynn with the attack. St. Ambrose now with 13 points. It's 13 serving 15, and it'll be Flynn to serve.
Lopez with the 3 ball. Cross-court attack that ends up out of bounds.
Can the Bees take advantage of this momentum they have right now? It's 14 serving 15.
Daniel with the 3 ball. As the St. Ambrose Bees keep that one alive. Ball set up from Daniel, and the Bees are right there with it.
Michael Boss on the block that time. He's number 3 in the conference for blocks per set, showing it off there. Game now tied at 15 apiece. Flynn serving for St. Ambrose. Set up there for Zhang. Blocking error from the Jaguars. For the first time in this set, St. Ambrose takes advantage. They have the lead, 16 serving 15. Nico Galicia checking in now for Daniel Lopez.
Jared with the ball to Lucas.
Pablo again with a hitting error there.
Timeout Jaguars. All right, definitely don't go anywhere. This is the third set, and the kills and the attacks, everything that's been going on. And yeah, both sides going back and forth. Oh, a great song going on right now. Anyway, the total attacks from both sides have been there. It's been a matchup to begin with. I seriously really thought that this could go to 30, past 25, and both teams are fighting forward for it.
As you can see there, the Jaguars having a slight advantage there on attacking errors. They have 16 to St. Ambrose's 19, but that difference is getting closer and closer as the game wears on. Talk to me, Francisco, about some of these simple errors and how that has let the Fighting Bees back into this match.
Yeah, you definitely don't want your errors to give the opponents the points. It's some minimal errors, and that's what you want to do in every single match. But the Bees are right there because of any type of errors that you've seen. Jaguars doing everything they can to clean it up, but as you see by the score, Fighting Bees have an advantage on that.
We do also want to talk about the kills in this game. It's been a point of contention on either side here. The Jaguars leading that category 37 to 28. St. Ambrose number 2 in the conference for kills per set, where Gov State are number 3, but Gov State has the advantage in that category tonight. Referees discussing something here with a couple of people on either side of this matchup. The coaching staff for St. Ambrose and a couple of the members of the athletic staff discussing something. It seems to have been resolved though when we're back in play.
As the Jaguars get the point on that one.
I think we have a new rivalry brewing between the Fighting Bees and the Jaguars.
Maybe.
Looks like Coach Zach and Miss Janine, one of the members of the athletic staff, discussing something here. I wish I could be in on that conversation.
As Gavin gets the ace on that one. There we go.
That's more like it.
Gavin again serving.
And Gavin Olsen's serving error gives it back to St. Ambrose. I was trying to see if maybe I could bend my ear to get a listen on what Coach Green had to say. He's upset about something, and it doesn't seem to have anything to do with his players or the volleyball. I don't know what's going on. Blocking error from the Jaguars. St. Ambrose are feeling it now. Side out for the Fighting Bees.
As coach is still talking to the ref.
This is where we could really use a sideline reporter. Apologies for our silence there. We had the microphone hot on Coach Green there, but I was personally trying to figure out what was going on as the service error gives it back to the Jaguars. Brandon Palmeros getting involved with the celebrations, and he'll check into the game for Pablo Pascual. Pablo looks dissatisfied with the way this third set is going. But all is well that ends well. Hopefully the Jaguars can close this out. 18 serving 19 now. Anderson setting it up for Bose. Bose's hitting error gives it back to the Jaguars. We are all tied up once again, 19-19.
Yeah, I'll go hyped up for that one, as the whole bench loved what happened on that one.
Palmeiros on the serve once again. Anderson setting it up for Zhang.
Great effort right there by Palmeiros to keep that one alive, but the Bees result on that point, 20 serving 19.
Seems like every time the Jaguars either tie or take back the lead, St. Ambrose have had a more than adequate response. They lead once again, 20-19.
Diego with the 2-ball. As the Fighting Bees were there for that one on the block, getting them the point. 21 now serving 19.
The Fighting Bees have done a very good job in those first two sets. Daniel Lopez on that left side caused a lot of problems. They have found an answer, but the net had an answer for the Jaguars there. Service error from Cole Rubio gives the point to the Jaguars. Dynamite Daniel to serve.
Dynamite? I was thinking more like the cannon.
I like the alliteration that comes with Dynamite.
Makes sense.
I'm a wordsmith by trade, so I always have to fit in something that's complicated for no reason.
Makes sense.
Daniel again serving.
3-ball to Anderson. As the Jaguars were there for the block.
Pedro Oliveira getting the guys hyped up on the floor there. 22 serving 21. Jaguars take back the advantage. Can the Jaguars close this thing out? This third set has been closely contested. Oh my goodness!
Ace right there by the team leader, Daniel Lopez.
That's a bad, bad man out there on that floor. Timeout from St. Ambrose. The Jaguars now leading at 23-21, looking to close this out for good. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
And we are back for set number 3. Jaguars up 23-21. Fighting Bees have been giving their all throughout the sets, but the Jaguars want to keep this 3-0. Both teams talking it up, seeing how this is going to go out to play. Let's see what happens. Jordan, what has gone right and what has gone wrong for the St. Ambrose Bees tonight?
Well, I think they've done a really, really good job at staying active on that front row. I know that the Jaguars have a pretty significant lead in that kills category, but it's not for the want of trying on the part of the Fighting Bees, and their defensive effort in general has been there for all to see, but the Jaguars have just had a bit too much firepower. Speaking of firepower, though, Michael Bose for St. Ambrose with an emphatic kill. He's not ready to go home. The Bees aren't ready to go home. But I think I am.
As Carbon is up to serve.
Wow,
pancake right there by the Fighting Bees. Jared to Lucas to Diego. There we go. 24 serving 22.
Oh me, oh my. That man was in the sky. Diego Atunez coming alive in this third set. Jared Baez to serve for set point. Can the Jaguars get this thing done?
Pablo, Lucas, Diego, as the Jaguars get the point on that one.
Let's go home.
Winning 3-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You don't want to miss it.
Interdisciplinary studies can be an incredibly good major for students who are finding that they're not fitting into any of the existing boxes.
It caters to a variety of students, not just traditionally aged undergraduates, but adult students who maybe are already in a career.
This specific program is for you, right? This specific program is for you and your individual needs, not a one-size-fits-all program. This major is for creative and ambitious thinkers who want to approach education in a way that fits them.
Attend the only film event of its kind in Chicago's Southland, featuring international short films and showcasing award-winning regional feature films. Watch movies, meet filmmakers, make friends. Chicago Southland International Film Festival at Governor State University. Real vision, real films.
And we are back. Jaguars win this one 3-0. I am joined by Daniel Lopez. Daniel, just tonight you were all over the place. Kills, aces, digs. You even got a couple of assists.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind in this match tonight?
No, it was so hard. You know, this game was tough. We knew that they were coming to bet us, you know. But thankfully we took the second place, winning them. So happy now.
Yeah, after tonight, second place is locked up for you guys.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing right there. First match, St Ambrose, we went there, and now they're here. What was the game plan for that? Because in the last one of the sets was 30-28.
Yeah. So I think the difference was that we were playing at home, you know, with the people right there supporting us. You know, they bring the heat, so that's good for us to play better, you know.
Yeah. We have a couple more games left, Tuesday at Trinity and Thursday at Judson.
Yeah.
What is the main message, the main goal for this team going forward?
First, just win all the games, and then try to win the semifinals, and maybe against St Xavier, beat them at the finals and go to the nationals.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah, so definitely. Any shout-outs that you want to give?
I want to say hi to my parents and my brother. They are watching this now, I know.
Okay. All right, that's it, everybody. My name is Francisco. I've been joined by Jordan Fox, Daniel Lopez. Jaguars win 3-0. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. I represent for the Jaguars. No, I'm a fighter, yeah, I stand tall. I carry this weight on my shoulders, never a folder. I'm always gon' ball. Instead of it's time for the red, and I'm about to clock in, go and then never count me, yo. I'ma always make it like a legislator. This is dedication, this why mama made me, yo. I rise from the pavement. But that's just since I was a baby, walking in greatness, no patience. I say life by the neck and I break it like generation, no curses, yeah. I live in my purpose, got my eye on the prize, observing. Should've stuck, I'ma leave me close curtains, yeah. Who I do it for? I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yo, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, yeah. I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yo, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, yeah.